What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Chatting with the Cholo, where I will continue to be your heavily tattooed host, the Cholo. Today, we're going to be diving into another Jupiter video, aka the Love Saga series on my channel between Jupiter and Linda Binda. Shout out to Linda Binda for always putting in the Lord's work. So please, extend a finger to point and laugh alongside me at this morbidly obese, pedophilic, delusional piece of shit, and I'll see you guys in the video. And real quick, don't forget to become an official channel loke through channel memberships. Trust me, all the cool kids are doing it. Plus, I now have a dog to care and provide for, and being a part of this audience means he is just as much your responsibility as he is mine. I hope it's obvious that this is a joke. Alright guys, let's give a big old fat shout out to Linda Binda for providing this video for us today. Go check out her channel, give her a like, subscribe, show her some love. She's really putting in the Lord's work with what she's doing here with Jupiter, and we all owe her a very serious debt of gratitude. Linda Binda, salute to you. And with that, let's go ahead and jump on into episode 11. Here we go.
Why are there still people coming to me saying that you're talking to them and they're 15 or 16 years old?
I don't give a shit.
So if you had a lot of teenagers sending you inappropriate pictures of them, you would save them and keep them locked up in a folder, right?
Yep, keep them locked up and then turn them in when the time is right.
Even where the police can't get them, right?
Yep. I'm only doing it to try and get the kids in line. I'm trying to put them in their place.
I'm sure you are.
You're getting this D whether you like it or not.
So even if I didn't want it, you would still make me take the D?
Yep. If I were to do video calls like this naked with you, it would be pretty fun. You're hot. I like you. You're hot, honey.
You, dude.
Time for Daddy to go inside.
Linda
Dude, that has such a sinister tone behind it when he says that shit. That's disgusting.
and Jupiter the Hybrid, episode 11.
Salute to you, sister. Salute to you.
I'm warning you, if we talk and this winds up on TikTok, I'm going to be mad at you.
No, look, my phone's right here. I'm not even live.
Just don't post any of this to TikTok, even if you have it on another device. Do not even think about it. Because if you do, and you wind up posting all this on TikTok, I'm not going to be happy with you.
And? The fuck you gonna do about it, bitch?
You got some nerve.
What do you mean?
Leave my sister alone. When you interviewed my sister a second time, did you ever stop to think about your actions and how
What? She's letting a victim speak her truth. What's wrong with her actions?
they affect me?
Disgusting. He has no concern for anyone other than himself.
Well, that video was recorded a few months ago when I was still under the control of the vampire squad.
Yeah, but why were you trying to make me look bad?
She wasn't.
I don't know.
You did it
That
yourself.
video was filmed while I was still under their control.
You ever pull a stunt like that again, I will cut you down where you stand. People are...
Dude, what? We're starting to see the devolution of Jupiter here. It's like he just comes across as very, you're gonna do what I say or I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna lock you in the basement and do what I want. That's what it's giving.
saying that I hurt my sister on purpose.
You did.
All because of you.
Well, is that true or false?
It's false information. I'm not hurting my sister at all. Her and I put our past behind us, and we're moving forward from this day forth. And
Yeah.
you need not remember what happened between us. You need to let that go. You need to let that past of ours go, because people are starting to look at me and see me as a monster.
You are.
It's time for you to atone.
How do I have to do that?
It's time for what? It's time for what? For Linda Binda to atone? Linda Binda? She's a fucking angel.
If this conversation winds up on TikTok, I swear to God.
No, my phone's right here. It's not. It's not on TikTok.
That you're recording the whole conversation.
No, it says that you're. It says that you're recording it.
I'm not recording nothing.
Look who I'm matching today. Look,
Yeah. I know.
Barry the Bee.
I know. You having conversations with my little sister and posting shit about it is starting to affect me.
Is she spreading
And?
lies?
What do you think?
Well, I've heard from her that you would always push her, punch her, twist her words, twist your words, and make her seem like the villain to your mom.
That sounds pretty spot on to me. He's just a crazy piece of shit.
That's bullshit.
Then what really happened?
We were kids. Now that she's saying, oh, he hurt me these days, I'm like, I never did anything to you today. I have been nothing but good. I have shown nothing but love to that little bitch, and all she does is bite the hand that feeds her. So
Do you think it's showing love when you call your sister a little bitch? It doesn't come across like, oh, my sister's being a bitch. She's kind of an asshole. It's like, you little bitch, you're lucky I let you live. I mean, is that not what he's giving? It's very serial killer-esque.
But she said that you tried to kill her 3 times a few years ago.
yeah, that was a long time ago. We were kids.
You're not denying it.
Did you ever apologize for that?
Nope.
It wouldn't help now.
I know,
She already
but
has it in her
she's
brain.
still hurt. She's still hurt from that.
She has it in her head that I'm going to hurt her.
Probably because you have a history of hurting her.
I'm not going to do anything. I'm trying my best to live my own life. She has her life, I have mine.
How would it be crazy for her to think that you would hurt her because you go around on TikTok saying that you're going to hurt all these other people?
Because I'm sick of the people making fun of me. I'm sick of them. And because
Seriously?
of what you did, and because of everything that I did, I'm still trying to atone.
I
But-
get that.
They all want nothing more than to see me get hurt. They want nothing
Okay.
more to see me than to see me fail. My little sister needs to let the past go. That's what she's doing. She's living in the past. I'm not gonna be there for her anymore. I tried many times to be there, to be the big brother she needed me to be. She knows damn well that her brother tried to stand up for her, tried to show her mercy, tried to show her that I cared. And what did she do? She turned her back on me. For that, she gets no mercy. She gets no talk. I cut her out of my life entirely because of her shit. She's just trying to make me look like I'm a bad person when I'm not.
Dude, you're doing a really good job of it yourself. I know you think you're coming across as the one in the right, but the story, whether it gets told through your lips, through your sister, Linda's, whoever, you are always the bad guy. You always will be. And not even just that, but you don't seem to fucking understand or accept it.
I thought she cut you out of her life because you sent her videos of you shooting guns.
This is the part of the video where I want to give a very special shout out and a giant thank you to my channel members, Pink Panda and Acetone. Your guys' support is more than noticed and appreciated. Thank you both very, very much. And back to the video.
Okay, 1, that was a BB gun. It wasn't real. She needs to mind her manners because I was only shooting at bottles and cans. That's what I was shooting at with the BB gun.
You have to understand that with your past violent histories with her, she mistook that as you threatening her.
I wasn't threatening her. I was just showing her the way I was just showing her my gun to show her that I'm having a lot of good times. You know, I'm having fun. I'm doing what I can to have fun. And she just has to suck all the life out of it.
Another thing I wanted to talk to you about was, I get a lot of DMs every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And why are there still people coming to me saying that you're talking to them and they're 15 or 16 years old?
I don't know. I stopped caring. I don't give a shit.
But you understand how you told me a few weeks ago that you stopped talking with them. But I found out that you told them that you would pay them to ride your
Don't
dog.
say the word. Oh my God. It was supposed to be a joke.
You told kids you're going to pay them to ride you? The immense fury I am fighting back right now not to try to reach through my laptop and break your fucking neck. I don't even know how to express my anger right now. I would love to run across you in the wild. I really, really would.
And people
know.
took that way too far. It was a joke.
But that was only about a week ago. Do you think it's the teenagers' fault for, being flirtatious with you?
It is, really. It's their own fault for doing shit. It's their own fault. They're the ones who contacted me. I didn't do a damn thing. It's their own fault.
It's their fault for when you say, want to be mine, and you say, well, we can make it work. And they tell you that she's 16. And then you say, sure.
I'd rather shut my mouth on that. And that was back then. This is now.
That was 6 days ago.
I'm working my ass off to be better, to show that I care about people.
Bullshit.
But you understand how I can see these messages and think, oh no, he's doing the same thing over and over again. But you continue the conversation saying, I want to date you, and I feel the noose tightening around my neck,
Okay, who told you that?
I don't know. People DM me things all the time, and it just kind of scares me that you're falling back into the same old habits. But here's what you said. You said, there's a knot in my stomach because in Idaho, 8 is 18, and I feel the noose tightening around my neck.
Dude, that's scary. He knows he's digging his own grave. That's crazy.
Yeah, because I knew what I was doing, and I wanted all that to end,
So you knew what you were saying was wrong, but you still did it, right? As you can see, as an outsider, it looks like you're still trying to catch these children and use your influence over them. That's what
I'm trying to catch them in the act, so that way I can have proof that shit is going down, and I can finally turn that in and say, this is happening to me. And I only say stuff like all that stuff because I'm pushing them to actually try something stupid, so that way I can tell their parents on them. I'm doing what I can to try and set things straight.
Are you fucking retarded? Oh, you little motherfucker. It is not your place to set shit straight. Oh, wow. The only reason you said those things was to try and set things straight? Is that what the fuck you're saying? Is that your excuse? It is fucking infuriating. You are so far from me. Oh, Jupiter, if I knew where you lived, you might have to be the one that fucks around and finds out. I'm a father. I have children. The audience knows about Baby Cholo. That's my pride and joy. That's my everything right there. I can take a lot of bullshit and a lot of threats and a lot of whatever, but you talk about my son, I'm gonna break your fucking face open. That's just the way that is. That's how I feel with Jupiter right now, because he's talking about sending these sexual messages to children and documenting it to give it to their parents, get them in trouble. If my child ever showed me a message between him and a grown woman or even a grown man that was sexual, my first thought is not, oh, my son fucked up. Thanks, bro. Thanks for showing me this. My first thought is, I'm going to cut your fucking head off. That's what needs to happen here. That's where we're at. That's where we're at in the point in this storyline. I'm ready for it to be done.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. So they're DMing you, and then you're becoming flirty and saying all these sexual things. Right.
Just to try and, get them in trouble with their family because they deserve it after everything they put me through. It's called playing both sides, playing both villain and hero.
So there wasn't any sexual urges on your part, right?
I only see villain there. I don't see any part where you could ever be the hero, you fat, big-titted bitch.
Nope. Because I talk that way, but I'm all talk. But when it comes down to it, I want those kids' family to hear what they're saying to me and then turn it in and say, listen, I said all that to try and egg them on to see what they would do. So that way I would have been able to send you this, so that way you know what your kids are doing.
Wow.
So even when you had the FaceTime calls with them and you were complimenting them on their breasts, that was just to egg them on?
Yep, just to try and dig into them and dig right down to the nitty gritty and finally have some sort of clarity, so that way when they do try something, I can go, oh, by the way, I played you because I sent this stuff to my office, to the office I live with, to send to their parents, so they know that they are doing wrong trying to get to me.
And have you done that yet?
Not yet, but I'm still gathering evidence against them. It's just my way of getting retribution.
So if I see any more sexual content coming from you, it's just your plan, right?
It's just part of it. Yeah, I'm trying my hardest to basically get retribution. I'm trying to get them in trouble with their families, because they made the mistake of trying to mess with me.
One of the girls, she said she's 15 and that you messaged her and said that you wanted to date her.
I'm only using their words to try and with their heads to make them think that I'm going to do something stupid, but I'm not gonna, because I learned way back in the day that I'm pretty manipulative when I want to be.
Wow, look at you. If you got that image from a teenager.
But we're not very smart, are we? You see Linda Binda and you start thinking with your dick, and your first thought is, let me just give her all the ammunition she needs. Hats off to Linda Binda. I cannot say that enough.
Would you like pleasure yourself and then turn it in?
I would keep them in a locked folder, and then I would wait for when the time is right to send it to their parents. I would keep it in the locked folder.
Okay, so if you had a lot of teenagers sending you, inappropriate pictures of them, you would save them and keep them locked up in a folder, right?
Yep, keep them locked up and then turn them in when the time is right.
Brother, what's that?
Even where the police can't get them, right?
Yep, because the locked folder is set to a pin only I know.
Okay. Wow, that makes a lot of sense.
On my old phone, they're probably going to find that locked folder and they're going to probably try to pry it open, but they're not going to be able to due to them not knowing the pin.
That's not going to stop shit.
Oh, do you have a locked folder on your old phone that they took?
Yeah, I have a locked folder, but that thing's full of old stuff.
Yeah, that's so interesting. I love your tactic, creating a stockpile.
Hey guys, real quick, if you're not following me over on Instagram, what the fuck is your problem? Go follow me on Instagram. Back to the video.
Of these images of the teenagers, just so you can use them later, right?
Mm-hmm, so I can use them against their family members and their friends.
Have you started your folder yet, or have you not started?
I've got a few pictures in my folder, but those are mostly of the girlfriends that I have already. I'm a battlefield strategist. I've been doing it since I was a kid.
Spell the word strategist. Bet you can't.
I'm analytical, meaning I have the
Spell analytical, bitch.
mind of a computer.
What do you have to say to the people that...
You have the what? Of the what? You have the mind of a computer? Bordering on Chris Chan level of delusion. That's fucking ridiculous.
Are saying that you're just like your brother, Shane.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah. That makes sense. Can I say hi to your staff?
No, thank you.
Oh.
You heard the lady.
Okay, well, I just want to say hi. I hope you're having a nice night.
I just want people to stop looking at me like I'm some sort of monster. I may be a villain, but I'm not a monster.
Yes, you are. You're absolutely a monster.
Well, do you just want to be friends with me? Is there any future for our romantic relationship?
Like you said, you're only, 17 now?
No, I'm 20.
Why don't I believe you?
Well, when I was under mind control by the vampires, they made me think I was 17. But this whole time, I've been 20.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to see some ID, Missy. And if people are saying that I'm turning back to my old ways, I'm only doing it to try and get the kids in line. I'm trying to put them in their place.
Motherfucker, it is not your job to put anyone's children in place. Not mine, not anybody else's. It's kind of hard to think. I haven't been this mad in a while. I'm not quite sure. It's kind of hard to put words together in a sentence. What a piece of shit.
I'm
trying to
sure
show
you
them.
are.
Don't ever try to think you need to put my kids online. Fuck is wrong with you?
I might be going up to Idaho soon.
For what?
There's this convention that I really want to
so
go
grumpy.
to. It's like a Renaissance festival, Renaissance fair.
I live here in Nampa, which is pretty close by, so
Would you want to see me?
yeah, I would.
What would you want to do? Want to go to the Golden Corral?
Maybe. We'll see what happens. We'll take things slow for now because of everything that's happened. We don't want to dive right into it, you know? You know damn well that I'm going to sleep with you either way. I don't care. You had to show me a sneak peek of something, honey.
So I would get to your house with an Uber. And then what would you do when you saw me on your front porch?
I'd pull you into my arms. I'd smooch you and say, okay, come on, we're going in my room. Then I would shut the door and lock it. Then I'd take off your clothes and be like, all right, baby, you're getting this D whether you like it or not.
So even if I didn't want it, you would still make me take the D.
Yep.
Wow. You know,
Never, never, ever, 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 ever is that okay to force yourself inside of somebody unless that person is a sex offender. To fucking get it. But beyond that, it's how you get a piece of steel ran up inside you.
some states, they consider that.
Yes,
You know, I'm
ma'am.
just kidding, right?
Yeah, sure.
I fucking know
What would
you
you want to
weren't.
do with that D when you see me?
I don't know. Depends on whether you're a good girl or not. I would tell you to lay down on the bed, spread them legs, and then I would make you moan my name and make you scream in ecstasy.
Wow. How long would it last?
As long as you want it to go.
In and
I mean,
out, in
I'd
and
still
out,
bust
done.
inside you, but deep down, you know that you would continue riding me even if I did bust.
What the fuck?
Do you
did
think we
say?
could?
Even, I mean, I'd still bust inside you, but deep down, you know that you would continue riding me even if I did bust.
I'm so glad you guys are watching this with me, so your guys' brains can be just as traumatized as mine. It's only fair.
Do you think we could get Barry involved?
Maybe. We'll see. We'll wait and see.
Barry likes to play with my gentleman collars.
I play with the only deck that I have, you know? If I get dealt a bad hand, I'm still going to use it.
Do you think maybe Shiratora and Barry could have some fun?
We'll wait and see what happens. Shiratora isn't fond with foreign people. She's not too keen on that sort of shit.
She just likes your D.
Pretty much, yeah.
Where's she now?
She's asleep right now. She's been sleeping mostly. She's been going through a lot of stress, so I let her sleep.
I remember that. I remember that video when it happened. I saw
Gotta
that.
take this thing off. Starting to sweat.
You're actually so hot. I love that.
Yeah.
Ew, dude. Looks like we found our thumbnail. Wow. Got it.
While you're here in Idaho, you can keep your entire stay with me.
Wow. So it would be bed and breakfast, right?
Dude, look at these windows. Look how fucked up they are. They look like the place that I used to buy meth from when I was younger.
Yep.
Wow. What are you thinking in there?
I'm thinking about a lot of stuff right now. My mind is just going through a lot of scenarios in my head, you know, running diagnostic testing on my brain, seeing if I'm still functional. Because sometimes my brain will stop functioning for some apparent reason, and then I'll just go completely blank.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm
what
just
happens when there's a hot girl in front of you.
Yeah. You know, if I were to do video calls like this naked with you, it would be pretty fun.
Do you do it with anybody else?
Not really. I would just mostly do it with you.
Okay.
I do.
Trying
If you want me
so
naked, that's up to you.
Okay.
I'll let you start first with whatever you want to take off first. I'll let you start.
You'll let her?
I'll start with my headband.
Yeah, you're hot. I like you. You're hot, honey.
Thank you. You're hot too, Master. Wow, you are so devious, aren't you?
Yeah, you have to take everything off for me.
Anyways, oh well, what happened to your window? I had a question. So on Discord, your name was like Black something something something. What was it?
Black King.
So do you identify as black?
No, it's the color of my fur when I'm in full werewolf mode. I'm not black, it's just the color of my fur.
Your staff does not sound nice.
She is. She's like a big sister to me. She's only looking out for me.
Oh, that's good. Does she know who I am?
Yes.
She probably tells you not to talk to me, does she?
Pretty much, yeah.
But you know you can't resist this Binda-See.
Nope. But if you wanna take off your clothes, I can take off these. You know. Yeah.
That's so fun. Actually, it's kind of cold in here. I'd probably want to keep the sweater on.
I mean, if we're gonna be, talking nude, you have to be too.
Well, let's save that for another day.
So what month are you planning on being here?
Probably May or June.
Well, I would think May because my birthday's coming up and I wanted to see you.
What would we do? I want to hear your plans.
Well, what would you want to do?
Well, I'd want to go to Golden Corral and maybe eat some food, and we can go to a cemetery, and maybe at the cemetery I can bust it open for you there. And how do you feel about that?
Well, doing it in a cemetery seems like creepy, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, all the demons might fly inside me.
After we eat, I'd bring you back to my place. I'd make out with you. Then I would slowly remove your clothing one item at a time. And I would just say, yeah, baby, come here. Daddy wants a piece of that ass.
Yeah, baby, come here. Daddy wants a piece of that ass. Ugh. Dude, I feel like a creep just saying that. Ew. I need a shower.
Then as you lay on the bed, I would put my face down between those legs and eat you out just entirely. I'd continue eating until you actually squirt. Then, after you squirt, I would be like, all right, time for Daddy to go inside.
For those of you that are listening to the video and not watching it, right after Jupiter said that, on Linda Binda's side of the video, some text popped up where she's trying not to cry. And I completely get that because I'm fighting back tears myself. Seriously though, that shit was rough to listen to.
And then while you are here in Idaho, you could stay with me for a while. While you're here, you could stay with me. And every night we could have romantic encounters with each other,
Oh, I love a good romantic encounter.
Yeah, and then every night we take our clothes off, climb into bed together, and sleep together.
What if I got pregnant? It would be a werepire mermaid hybrid. Tribrid.
Yep. It would be a hybrid of the werepire and mermaid, so technically speaking, it's still considered hybrid.
Oh.
And then in the mornings when we wake up, you could bring some shower items with you and whatnot, and we could take showers together, make out in the shower.
Yeah.
When we finish showering, we could just go back to the bed and the shit out of each other.
So we would do it at night, and we would do it in the shower, and then we would do it in the bed after the shower. What happens if I want Barry to join us?
I would just say, be careful. Just don't overdo it. Don't overstimulate yourself.
You think you could stuff him in my... But you'd be okay if I was 17 or 20, right?
Yeah. And then we would spend our lives together just being together, you know?
I'm gonna put in that meme that's like, yo, what the fuck? I'm gonna put it right back there just a few seconds.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
He really just gonna gloss over that 17 or 20, like it's the same deal. Like, no, it's not.
That sounds so lovely. Do you think that you're a good actor?
I am. I'm a pretty damn good actor.
Do you think I could be an actress if I tried?
Thinks very highly of himself.
You could if you put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah.
Notice how he kind of takes little shots at her, at Linda Binda, like, you could if you put effort into it. Like, everything about him is just judgy and stupid.
I haven't really done any acting experience before, but I think I could.
Yeah, just as long as you're not a star.
Oh, you'd love to see that, wouldn't you?
Maybe. I don't know.
I can be like, oh, I see you over there sitting on your bed looking so scrumdiddlyumptious tonight with your man tatas and your beard. What would happen if you were to go to jail? What would I do without you?
With his bitch tits. Let's call it like it is. Bitch tits.
I don't know. Let's just say that for the sake of everything, I'm probably not going to wind up in prison because I doubt that the company would even let the police take me to jail or prison.
What? Why?
And knowing the office manager and all the people who work with me, they're going to basically try to win the court case and wind up getting me free to walk. So since this is technically my first offense on that level, they're probably just gonna give me like probation or community service. That's probably what's just gonna happen.
So is the first offense only just with one teenage girl, or would all like 10 of them be your first offense?
Technically, it's just a first offense, no matter how many times it happens. It's technically a first offense on that level. Meaning they're probably just going to give me community service and maybe some probation.
Do you remember how many girls it was, or was it just too many you can't remember?
I just can't remember. My brain racks itself every time and I can't remember a damn thing.
I think it was probably I would say 10 or 12.
Yeah,
Does that sound right to you?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Their parents should be ashamed for even allowing them to talk to me. They should be ashamed.
No way he said that. No way, dude.
Their parents should be ashamed for even allowing them to talk to me. They should be.
Your parents should be ashamed that they didn't pull out and let the best part of you run down your mom's leg.
Ashamed.
So it's all the girls' parents' fault that you were sending them sexual messages, right?
It's their fault for not actually stopping their kids from ever finding my TikTok. It's their own fault for not confiscating their phone away from them, you know? It's not my fault this happened, it's their own. I knew eventually that shit was going to hit the fan. I knew eventually it was going to happen. I knew it in my heart that it was going to happen. So I kept it quiet for so many years to try and draw out my enemies, to try and get them to understand that I'm not doing anything to be a predator. I'm doing it for the better part of me, the person who wants to seek justice for what's happened. I want to see. My heart wants justice.
Well, I'm probably going to go to sleep now. I'm really tired, but it was so great talking to you again.
Great catching up. All right, love you.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to see more videos from me, and hit the like button as well.
That was one of the craziest videos. He said some of the craziest shit I've ever heard this time. Oh my God. Yeah, if that wasn't the most implicating video we've ever seen on Jupiter, I don't know what is. Holy shit. Let's give another big old fat shout out to Linda Binda. Salute to you. You are doing the Lord's work. Thank you so much. Guys, if you are still here at the end of that video, thank you so very much. I do appreciate it. If you are new around here, thank you for taking the time to check out the channel and the video. If you are one of my OGs, you guys already know how I feel about each and every single one of you bitches out there. I love you guys. And with that, I will see you all in the next video.